Okay, so the general idea was to build a mushroom room that would produce CO2 inside the garage. So if you look, the atmosphere is naturally oxygen. There's a little bit of nitrogen in the air from my jetpack. So this room was created by me. It's not quite done yet. I'm sucking out all the air currently to put oxygen inside of it that is warmer than negative 105 degrees. But this will be where the mushrooms grow, and they will take oxygen as they grow, and they will output CO2. So this room is designed to filter the CO2 and capture it essentially and put it into our system, because we have another much larger greenhouse where the plants need CO2. Mushrooms are just a special crop. So essentially this room, and they need to be dark, so these lights will also be powered off. New challenge though. How do I get water in here? Well, that's where this build gets wild. So you start with, I just want a room for mushrooms. And then you have to get to a point where you need water. So the easy solution would be to, every time you need it, go mine water and put it in a tank. That's what we do in there in the greenhouse. But we now have a pretty fancy furnace room here, which takes hydrogen in the red tank. We do have to mine that. Oxygen, which is plentiful because it's in the atmosphere, which is in the white tank, and we combine those to make fuel, hydrogen and oxygen, in the pink tank. Well, you know what else you can do with hydrogen and oxygen? You can combust them to make H2O. So, that's where this entire room comes from, is we're going to create steam and a bunch of other crap from this. So it creates all of this junk. In fact, it creates a lot of CO2 as well, so that's also going to aid the project. We're going to capture that. We don't care about pollutants, so we don't care about volatiles. But all of it's going to come into this waste tank, which currently has 13 megapascals of pressure. So I have built a switch here that when you throw this bad boy on, we will start making steam. And even if the switch is left on, we've coded in a safety feature here in our little handy dandy chip that will should shut off. I think I've tested that. Even if the switch is left on. So it will the whole system should shut itself down in that event. Now we need to filter out the H2O. This is a filter. So if we throw this switch, we will start filtering out H2O. This is also set to stop itself in the event of an overpressure situation. Originally, I was trying to, if you see the valve back there, that is tied to a heat transfer unit that's cooling, because as you can see, the temperature in this tank is ridiculously hot. When you combust them, I can't give my plants 100 and 1,000 degree water. In fact, I can't get water at 1,000 degrees. It's gas. So that's where this comes in, and we are going to condense, cool down the H2O, and then we can finally get water, which will, if you can see out the window, will go down to our basement level. So we have monitors here to monitor the pressure. We have no water yet because this is still ridiculously hot. I think if I can't get this to go any faster, I'm going to have to add a flowing. And so how it's cooling down is it's using this negative oxygen in the atmosphere. I just don't think it's fast enough. So I'm probably going to have to add a vent that will flow the cold air through there. What's happening, I guess, is the let's see here. What I'm in this heat exchanger, what I imagine happen is that this pipe is not staying hot enough towards the, or it just can't keep up. But if it's taking the heat, exchanging it out there, maybe just maybe this pipe isn't getting rid of the heat fast enough. So that's what we'll have to check out. And it's colder outside, so it's just not shedding this fast enough. So that's essentially the project that started as mushrooms and has turned into a ginormous. Oh, side bonus. If you wonder what all these chips are for, there behind this wall is now a Stirling engine and station battery. I wonder if I can get back there. So another perk of having really hot gas is we can turn that into power. So what I have done, let's see if I can still get, I think I've closed myself in. But what I've done is we can run that super hot air through the engine, and then it will cool it down as well there, and then it will create power. And so there's a battery back there that will take that power. I have not wired the battery yet, but I imagine it will supplement the wind farm over here, and the transformer network, and then eventually I think the goal is to feed this battery bank. Eventually this room will be full of batteries. Probably could feed into these because these are dying. I wonder if we've got to have a burnt wire or something. Anyway, that's the Stationeers project update.